Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. So in today's video I am going to show you how you can open any cloud instance on your VS Code directly without opening it on terminal. So what I mean by this is that to open any instance in your local machine, for example, I am using the AWS EC2 instance. You can also consider any virtual machine or Azure or anything else. So I've opened my terminal. Now if I want to access the instance, let me just show you that what I am trying to say. Here I have opened my AWS account and now I will go to EC2 and I'll go to instances. So what I'm trying to say is that this is an instance in AWS. Basically an instance is a server that is running on some other computer on cloud. So to access it directly, I have to write some commands right here in my terminal to open this instance. So this is the command. This is the SSH command. So basically when I write this here, I have the virtual machine directly open in my local machine. If I want to add some sort of like code in this, then what I have to do is that I have to either clone it or I have to either make directory or copy from local machine to this server. So there's no way, like no drag and drop way or something like that. There's no GUI way for doing all this. So what I will be doing is that I will be doing all this in my VS Code. Let me just open my VS Code, and what I mean by this is that this is my remote explorer. These are all my SSHs. Okay, so let's just open this. It opens, and as you can see here, I have directly opened my Azure SSH, so I can like drag and drop all my files from local machine to this here. In today's video I am going to show you exactly like this. You have to go into the file explorer and then into the remote explorer. Okay, if you don't have this remote explorer right here, you can also install it using the extensions right here. If I say that remote explorer, so yeah, this is the extension that I have downloaded in my system in order to access the SSH. Here it says SSH, so I will have to add my instance right here. Okay, so it would be open in this VS Code. So I'll hit plus, and then I will add the same command that I wrote right here in order to access this server. So I will copy this command. So basically what's the breakdown of this command? Basically SSH, then you write -i. Here you give some file path. This is the file path umar.pem. So if you create any instance on the cloud, then you have to download a .pem file there. That is usually an RSA certificate for the file. It is basically public or private key for our instance. So you can also see, you can see here, I downloaded this file umar.pem. Here's the name of the server, like Ubuntu Linux or something like that, and at the rate of, here's the public IP address. Paste it right here and hit enter. It will say for the .ssh/config. Okay, so I will just click the first thing right here. Here it says host edit remote SSH. I will open config right here. Here it gives all the configurations in the .ssh. Alright, so here are all my other virtual machines that I just added right here in the extension. Let's break down this syntax. There's the name of the virtual machine. So here my VM. Alright, so here you can see my VM. Also host name is this, host user is Rana Umar, and identify file is this, like where your PEM file is located, and basically identity is on yes. So yeah, similarly this one 62.171.180.97 right here, this is all the information. User is Cali, and then 20.84. So basically this is the first file, that is 74 point this one. There's the second file 57.154. There's the third file 172. There's the fourth file 2184, and so on. I will close this. So refresh. So after refreshing I can see here. So what I will be doing is that I will connect right here, and it is setting up my host, that is 13.60, and as you can see here we are inside our server, inside the VS Code. So I can open the folder, open any folder, right? Connect it to remote. So yeah, it's connected to the remote. You can also clone a repository locally, as well as you can open a folder as well. So it basically provides us with a user interface inside our VS Code. So managing a code and writing a code directly into the server is relatively easy, as you can see over here as well. So this is very helpful in production based environments where you are developing large scale applications directly on the cloud. So I will go into the folder home, and I'll set OK. So it will open the home folder inside the server. I trust the authors. So inside my home folder, there was this folder already created. For the testing purposes, I have directly opened the server on my terminal, and now what I will say is that pwd, I'm in the home slash Ubuntu. Then I will say ls, here's a home. Okay, so cd home home and clear, and here if I say ls, then you can see pi background remover, same as it is. So if I add some folder here or any file right here, so I say sad.py. All right, so sad.py is here. I say print sad abdur razak. All right, if I say print, and then I'll say open the terminal, and inside the terminal I say python 3 sad.py. All right, so it has printed here Saad Abdul Razak, so it's working perfectly fine. Remember, we are inside our SSH, inside our server. So let me just cross verify here, and I say ls. Now you can see sad.py is successfully created inside my server. Also, we'll check what is inside the sad.py as well. So yeah, and also you can see here it created in the real time the binary file. So we are doing everything live on cloud. So that's it for today's video, guys. Make sure to give the video a like and also subscribe to the channel, and I'll meet you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.